So we're seeing a lot of people that want to close on their properties. They want to close, but they're not always here. They're either unable to travel, they don't want to travel, and or they're unable to do the quarantines, or they just can't get here. So we have a new option for them in Rhode Island. And can we talk about the remote notarization, how that works?
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because this came into exactly like you said a second ago. This is a result of the COVID and social distancing requirements, where they're trying to be as the state is trying to be as compliant as possible. So with the social distancing, so they've temporarily authorized a use of remote online notarization for notaries in Rhode Island. There's a process involved in setting yourself up, but where you got to use an approved service, and there's like about 7 different types of services that are very similar in their approach to doing this. Essentially, you log into the service, you become an agent of this service, a user. You do a brief training of the process, and then you log into this service to be able to do the Zoom. Like, it's not a Zoom call. It's not like a FaceTime, but it is the same kind of technology. The only thing is that that platform records the transaction. Then, assuming that you've gotten the right responses to the questions that are being raised, for vetting out their identity, then it sets you up on this conference call, similar to like what we've got here, and then you just have to observe them signing the document. They have to be in Rhode Island. They can't be like outside of the boundaries of Rhode Island at the moment. So if they're, I'm in Warwick, they're in Providence, we can do that, and then the document will get signed in my, with me observing them, executing the document, and then they can send the document to us. It has to be sent to us within 30 days of execution of the document. Using that platform is the fact that this platform records the notarization process and is kept for 10 years. So there's always a record, and it's usually within this time frame that an objection might come up. Hey, I didn't sign that document, or you didn't notarize it, that type of thing. There's always room for fraud when you do things, in this fashion, where you might not have the individual present before you when they're signing the document. So there is some resistance in the industry, but it's a move in the right direction. And I think eventually, once the fears have been alleviated, you'll probably see a lot more of this. This should be used, as a real need. But I don't think it should replace, the execution and notarization of documents altogether, because it is important to have, an in-person dialogue, because there's a lot of this stuff that can be missed in the translation, like simple explanation of loan documents that, somebody might not get the right explanation, through a remote process like this.